I was at SHOT Show and walked past a booth. A couple of cool looking dudes, scary dudes, kind of tatted out, but very nice fellas, and with Wicked Grips, name of the company, Wicked Grips. And they make grips, and they can put in, you know, whatever logo you want. So I had them come up with a couple of custom things for me, for my Berettas, as well as some custom grips for a friend of mine, and I will interject that picture here so you can see his 1911s that I had made for him. But the neat thing about these grips isn't just that Wicked Grips can produce anything you can think of, including a hard-baked desert cracked earth grip with your logo on it. You could do that if you want. It's not just the design, it's not just the creative, it's not just the ability to put the Tombstone logo of your company on your gun. It is also the fact that the Beretta grips that they make are the thinnest that I have ever found for the Beretta. Anybody that shoots the Beretta knows that this is a fat grip. It's one of the complaints that people have about the Beretta, is that it's just a big thick grip. This is my double action only 9mm two-tone with my new grips, but the only way to improve the Beretta, in my opinion, is to make that grip narrower. And when I picked up Wicked Grips sample 1911 Beretta 92 at their counter, I immediately noticed, and I didn't understand how they did it, I immediately noticed how narrow these grips were, how they accomplished that. And I began to look very closely at the contours that these guys have removed to narrow the grips as much as possible and still leave room for the grip screws. It's not just the thinness of the grip, but it's the angle at which it departs coming around from the grips. It's incredibly smooth. It's the most comfortable Beretta grip I have ever found, more so even than the Hogues, more so than the factory plastic, more so than any wooden grip can be done. Aside from these, I like the Hogues, but these are even thinner than the Hogues, the Hogue metals. I've heard rumor of one called Troush being especially thin, but that's just a black polymer. Here we have incredibly smooth, incredibly thin, well machined, high quality product with the ability for them to put whatever you want on it. If you have a Beretta and you are looking for some grips, give Ed at Wicked Grips a call and see what he's got in stock. He's got some with set artwork on them, or you can have him come up with something distinct, you know, some custom artwork for you, some original artwork. But you got to test this, you got to feel this, you got to get your hands on a 92 with Wicked Grips on them. Even if they're just black or plain or whatever, you got to feel these. They're just tremendous. I couldn't be happier with what the guys have done for me and for the gift of the grips for my friend. They did a fantastic job. Very professional, very quick turnaround for us, and the prices are very reasonable. I think these were right at $100. Very reasonable. You know, mine are starting to show some wear, especially on this gun. Not this one so much, but this one's really starting to show some wear, and that has nothing to do with the quality of the product. It's just me banging a gun around. So I can't say enough good things about Ed and the guys at Wicked Grips. They make a great product. They take a lot of pride in their work. So their creative side is good and their quality side is good, and they have a good warranty. They'll back it up. The grips will arrive at your house in a nice metal Wicked Grips metal tin, wrapped in foam, high quality stuff. So there you go. I recommend Wicked Grips, especially for and for any gun, but especially you should try them for your Beretta 92s, it makes what is otherwise kind of a hunk of a gun, a chunky grip, into all of a sudden something that just feels great in your hand. Really, really does. Made all the difference in the world for me. There you go, guys. Wicked grips.